What's up, homies? This is Jokestub back at you with a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 weapons this season. And then on top of that, the next couple days, we're going to be doing a video on all of the assault weapons gunsmith, like every single assault weapon gunsmith. And then for submachine gun and another video is just going to be all the submachine guns gunsmith. And then on and on and on. In a couple of videos, we're going to be going over all of the weapons and showing you guys the best gunsmith for each of those videos. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you guys get alerted on that video and you guys can get the best gunsmith out there. But anyways, a little shout out to Round Table. They provided this build to me. They provided the stats, all that kind of stuff, gunsmith. And yeah, shout out to Round Table for that. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Top 10 on the list is the Type 25. Its base stats banks more on mobility than damage. Punishment is less, but consistent competitive TTK. And we need the stopping power mag that gives it a short 4-shot kill range anywhere in the body. So what we need is to remove the shake by using steady stock while equipping Skulker red perk to cancel out the strafing penalties. Next, we also need to boost the mobility by using the short barrel and the tactical laser. Stopping power is a must, so equip that. And the last attachment can either be sleight of hand or flash guard. Now, flash guard helps in both close and mid to long. So type can be 5-shot till 37 to 38 meters. Hence, for playing a bit range, that BSA boost helps. And for the close, the hipfire boost helps as well. So don't use mono or extended light barrel on this weapon. They barely give any range and they work really weird. This is the build that I'm currently running. Yeah, let's move on to the top number 9 on the list. The top number 9 on the list is the RPD. Now, the RPD is insane for spam and wall bangs, but it just has a really bad BSA. And so what we can do is boost our spam and wallbang penetration by using the 200 round mag and the FMJ. For the rest, you can use the no stock to make it slightly more mobile if you like mobility, you know. Tactical laser to balance out the BSA. And for the last attachments, you can go for the better range and slightly better BSA and equip the extended light barrel or just a BSA with a grand grip tape. An extended light barrel might seem a little bit like meh, but since like season 4 and 5, LMGs got their like 5-shot range limited and the new 6-shot kill range was added. This means that the range boosted by the barrel actually makes a difference if you're using it, and it's like a true SMG. But you can ditch the no stock for the grand as well. So yeah, this is the build that I'm currently running. That's what is recommended if you're out there looking for a build. Moving on to the top number 8 on the list, and it's the Razorback. And the Razorback has an easier to control recoil. It also has a decent range, competitive TTK, and it isn't all that punishing while missing your shot. So, you know, like the GKS, you miss a lot, you did. But with this one, it's an overall package in which is like average, above average stats, which it makes it very good. And this build has added sound suppression, and it increases its range while also increasing its base SMG type of strafe speed. So the perks makes it a bit more competitive TTK than a punishment value. So overall, the Razorback it's like a solid weapon. If you want to play around with something, and it's like, you know, you feel like playing with the GKS, you should try the Razorback. If you ever have that feeling, just go give it a shot. Still, I'm surprised that it's still pretty powerful in this season as well. So this is the build that I'm currently running on it. It's been kind of my build for a while now. The top number 7 on the list is the BK, and the BK seems a little average, but it also can almost have a 26 meter to 4-shot range while ADSing at a base of a QQ9 and Fennec ADS speed. So it's kind of crazy. Also, a hitting stats that you guys need to know about is the combat stock on the BK57 is 15% strafing, which makes it around average of a base of an SMG. Not top tier weapon, but it definitely makes a difference. BK is one of the best weapons for range. Also, another one on the list is the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper has a below average stats, but once we hit this one, it's a total beast. So with this build, we boost this range strafe and the rate of fire of this build. The range and rate of fire with the task force barrel makes it achieve a competitive level punishing, and time to kill is a competitive, meaning like top tier. The strafe with the agile stocks makes it even more than most of the SMG builds, a lot better than the average SMG build. The ADS, the STF, strafe speed, and the TTK makes it so good. Top 6 on the list is the Fennec. Fennec is the least punishing weapon in the game while having a top class mobility stats, so we enhance them with this build. So you have a better range while suppressed and a good ADS time. And since it's aggressive, we slapped an extended mag and the 5 MW laser to help to reduce the trash sprint to fire delay. So that's going to be a little bit easier to play around with. If you can use the hip fire and clutch up against campers, that's going to be good for this build. So this is what we're currently running. Also, this isn't the only weapon on top 6. It is also alongside with the AS Val. AS Val is also pretty good. It has a fast firing AR with good hit boxes, so you're good. The least punishing AR so far with the close point blank range, has good mobility stats. So with this build, what they were doing is that they wanted to basically boost the ADS speed, ADS movement, and the movement speed. The magazine also helps for aggressive playstyle since it shoots really fast. You can also switch this sleight of hand for the operated foregrip if you're facing a head glitcher. The top 5 on the list is the Bison. Bison's strengths are its decent base range, spam ability, the recoil pattern. Now, since it's decent with the base stats, we reduce its negativity as a SMG, meaning the negative hitboxes, and the boost its range to make use of the spam while keeping it mobile. So the large caliber ammo makes it so that it deals the same damage to every body part except the head. Mono and extended light barrel to boost the range stock to keep it mobile, and tactical laser for the BSA boost and the balancing of the ADS penalties. You can also switch for the marksman barrel. It's a 64 mag, no wall bang AR type of build. The ADS speed kind of slowed down and it takes a very slightly more time. It won't be much more like a noticeable thing, but yeah, that's the only thing that's been kind of changed around here. But the Bison overall is a pretty good weapon. As you guys can see this gameplay, I legit won that under a minute. But yeah, this is my build. Moving on to the top number 4 on the list is the HVK. Now, this weapon is very underrated, needs high skills, and is equally rewarding, to be honest. And one of the highest head multipliers, top tier base ranges, and with a decent fire rate, a top tier for an AR. Okay, this is like one of the best. But the only big problem, it has only 24 bullets. So with this build, you can boost his range slightly, making it killing instantly fast till 35 meters or so. MIP light barrel actually has a hidden rewards for the ADS movements strafe, and it's kind of gives you like a 17.5 boost for barely noticeable downsides. Rest IC is crucial for the damage range, grand, and tactical laser to balance out the BSA negatives and the ADS penalties. So at the end of the day, the HVK is just, is it like a good weapon, or is it just for the skilled players out there, you know? So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Next on the list is the QQ9, and we all know how good QQ9 is. It has good fire rate, good TTK, potentially one of the fastest, and consistently slaps most of his competition regardless. So since it has very good mobility stats, about like top class ADS movements, and movement speed, faster than every lethal and tactical except for mollies and termites, so you can use this build without switching to your nades and concussion. So let's say you're in a search and destroy match and you're like, man, I'd rather, you know, run around with the QQ9. You can do that. You don't have to pull out your other weapons. So that's why like the QQ9 has a very good like movement speed, and its strafe is fast. So the strafe is insanely good as well, and it's suppressed. So with a slight booster range, movement stacked up, the workability with the bullet spread accuracy is insane. So this is the build that you should use for the QQ9. Moving on to the top number 2 on the list is the Hoger. Now the Hoger can hold its own doing anything with a certain build. Like you can do whatever you want. You can make a camper class, you can do that. So while you're using it, you can use it any way possible. And here's what I recommend. It's either an AR with a good base range and a TTK with a very competitive from mid to long range. Basically you can like use it until like 50 rounds and with no worries. The other one is the LMG with FMJ, 100 round mag, and a decent ADS. You can wall bang while spraying and praying comfortably, you know what I mean? Now, if you're skilled enough, the Hoger 100 wall bang can get you falsely banned. Some Indian leaderboard players were banned and then revoked later. So I'm going to show you guys the 2 builds. The first one that I'm currently using on my daily basis is the assault version, which is what you're going to see right now. It's the first one. And then the second one is the FMJ version, where you can shoot and wall bang through everything. Next, and the final one on the top, number one, the king of all, is the MX9. Now, the MX9 is a close range submachine gun, and it's a true submachine gun, if you may, because it's a very strong up close, but it gets a little worse with the range. So since we know it's not good with the range, we boost its qualities, and that helps with the close quarter combat or the CQB. It also suffers from negative hitboxes, so hence we boost the strafe with the body multiplier. The large caliber ammo not only helps, makes it consistent, but also makes it a 3-shot kill if you hit a head in the first range. And since the range extension and suppression from the barrel doesn't make a huge impact, it just sounds better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. We're going to be having a bunch of videos coming up pretty soon. Like, we're going to do all the gunsmith for the assault weapons in one video. The next video, the submachine guns and shotguns, etc. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in another one. Peace out.